than the fact that you seem like a really good guy. Newport Beach with all your guns.
I would have been with a hibachi on your back porch, poor man, grilling.
Yes. Now, it's very interesting. I don't know that much about you other than the fact that you seem like a really good guy. And I guess you pretty much, the main thing you're known for is just knowing everything about all tactical weapons, right?
I wouldn't say I know everything, but I definitely have some experience in most of the things I review. And I have some, some points of view that I share with guys. But yeah, guns, knives, tactical equipment, outdoor equipment. I have a lot of experience in it, and I just share my views on it.
Right. And you've been in the military, correct?
That's correct. I'm still in the military, Lieutenant Colonel, 19 years in service.
Wow. Okay, so I've already gotten some emails on our contact page at contact@lovechat.com, and one of your fans says, ask NutnFancy if and what he's carrying when you interview him. And I guess we just saw that. What was that pistol you just...
Today is a Taurus PT 1911 45 ACP with a 10-round magazine.
Wow. Is the magazine loaded and in there right now?
Negative. I'm unloaded tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah.
If I go outside the house, though, then that's a different situation. I am always armed outside the house, either in a professional capacity or in a civilian capacity, and I advocate doing so with my viewers as well.
Right.
And my viewers are good folks, so it's a good thing.
Now, I guess we got an email also from American Onslaught, who is another one of your big fans. It said, new to your site, that's us here at Love Chat, looks interesting. Those of us that support Fancy, myself included, hope you give him a fair shake. You seem to value your freedom of speech and expression rights. Please don't make this a slam on his views towards the Second Amendment. What's the Second Amendment?
That's your right to keep and bear arms. And let me kind of put my TMPers at rest here, because the Love Chat show's kind of an unknown for my guys and gals that watch my show. But everything I can tell from Poor Man is he's all about free speech, guys. This is not going to be a slam on Second Amendment rights. It's not going to be a slam on knife rights, as far as I know. Am I right there, Poor Man?
Yes, absolutely correct.
Yeah, I like your style, dude, too.
Fantastic. Yeah, same with me. Everybody expresses their rights. I mean, we talk about drugs on here. We talk about weapons. We'll talk about anything. Also, to finish up this email, thanks for getting him some exposure to people that may not have ever come across him. Now, a gentleman that's completely the opposite of you is also on the line. This is Agent XPQ, who I believe is up in the Bay Area. Are you on the line right now, Agent XPQ?
Yes, I am.
Now, you and NutnFancy are diametrically completely different than each other, because your whole thing is about you do some incredible graphics and animations, and as NutnFancy's holding up a big knife. Tell everybody what you're all about, your artistry and some of the videos that you do, which are pretty cool.
You want to know what they're all about?
Yes. I know you told me, but tell all the viewers too. You might want to tell NutnFancy, because he's a weapons specialist.
Oh, geez, I mean, like that. I do an animated series called Tales of Mere Existence. The Agent XPQ handle was actually something that just sort of came out at the last minute. It doesn't really have anything to do with what I do. But my web series is called Tales of Mere Existence, and really, I just try to make short films and comics about. My tagline has just been stuff that you think about but you never really talk about. I like making pieces that are just about kind of work like internal monologues, really.
Right, and about relationships and life. You also talk a lot about women. That you've got one video I saw that was pretty interesting about relationships with women and continuing to come back all the time.
Oh yeah, I think that you're talking about the one, How to Break Up with Your Girlfriend in 64 Easy Steps.
Right, and then it just repeats itself forever.
Pretty much. I mean, I think that that was really kind of a goof on how many times that I've been involved with somebody, and then like you try to break up, and it just keeps on remaining and kind of going on, and et cetera, et cetera. I think that just the title alone, in 64 Easy Steps, you fill in the blanks. I think anybody who's listening who hasn't seen the video, I mean, I think that the title says pretty much all of it.
Yeah, well, we're going to see videos from both of you. Now back to NutnFancy. In terms of weapons, believing in the Second Amendment, you feel, I mean, should people be able to bear any kind of arms, in your opinion? I mean, could they have, like, submachine guns in their houses and things of that nature?
Well, the way I answer that question is I draw two extremes. I'll say, would you like to have reasonable restraints on weapons, or would you like to have no restraints on weapons? The problem we have is when we put reasonable restraints on weapons, is it is a slippery slope, and pretty much it becomes like in the UK, no weapons at all. So to answer that question is, I'd rather have no restraints on weapons, yes, even submachine guns, and like I addressed in my Dangerous Things video, it would become self-regulating. In other words, if you did have some whack job, which will continue to happen in the future, even if you made all guns illegal as of today, some whack job, heaven forbid, go kill some innocent people, if there are no regulations on those guns, people would take care of that situation themselves. I know that sounds kind of hard, but that's kind of how we approach it in TP.
Right. Do you have a gun, Agent XPQ?
Do I have a gun?
Yeah, do you own a gun?
I've got a few. What the hell are they called? Air guns.
Air guns.
Airsoft.
Yes. I beg your pardon?
Good start.
I'm not quite sure if they're airsoft or not. I mean that they do have CO2 cartridges, but I always thought the airsoft ones were the ones that would shoot plastic pellets. Mine shoot BBs actually.
Okay, BB gun. And poor man, let me interject something if I can.
Sure.
I don't think gun ownership, now that we're on the subject, is for everyone. It is a commitment to both preserving that freedom and that you're part of doing that, and also it's a huge responsibility. I think if people are not willing to take upon the responsibility of teaching everybody in their household safe gun handling, common sense gun safety, and also just carrying yourself well when you do go outside as a legally armed citizen, you're better off probably not having a gun. So I'm not for a gun in every house, but I see absolutely nothing wrong with good people, I call them civilian sheepdogs, of being armed. And there's millions of them. They're excellent people. They help keep the peace when no one else is around, and I promote that.
All right. Have you ever shot anybody yourself? Well, I guess in the armed forces maybe, right?
No, I have not. Thank heavens, and I hope I never have to.
Awesome. Good.
Yeah,
for you.
I would never look forward to that.
All right, I'll tell you what. We see a video from both of our guests. Should we play Dangerous Things from you, NutnFancy?
Yeah, go ahead. You can play the intro on that, and then I just start blabbering.
Okay. Or what's a video that's like short enough and completely contained, like Armed Serenity? Is that?
Pressing engagements is about 3 minutes.
Okay, let's go to Pressing Engagements, and then give the 64 things about breaking up with your girlfriend. What is that? The name of that one, Agent XPQ?
It's called How to Break Up with Your Girlfriend in 64 Easy Steps.
Okay. I think we should play both of your videos back to back to show just the diversity of YouTubers. You know what I mean?
There is a big, wide diversification.
You know, the cool thing is, I mean, and honestly, I hope I'm not infringing on either of your time by having you on together, but I think it's great that YouTube can give so many different points of view to everybody. I think it's awesome,
Thanks to YouTube, because it does make this possible. It made it easy for me to do it.
Yeah. And what about, should I call you Lev or Agent HPQ?
Just call me Lev.
Oh, okay, cool, Lev. All right, so can we take a look at the videos? First, we'll go to Pressing Engagement.
You bet. And this is a compilation video. I don't set out to make these videos. I'll just pick and choose from